Hi, I'm Molly O'Neill, a fellow with CGI's Initiative for Collaborative Government. Within the Initiative for Collaborative Government, we've been doing a lot of thinking about budget reductions and the deficit crisis and really what government can do, what the opportunities are ahead to actually meet some of those challenges. One of those areas is really about collecting data and looking at improper payments, fraud, waste, and abuse with government funds. So with me today is Rob Rolfe, who has a lot of experience in this area.
My background is that in the past 16 years I've been working across commercial, state agencies, and federal government agencies in helping them solve this problem of improper payments. This is really a commercial best practice that's been around for several decades. It's only recently that this has really come to state agencies and then to the federal government. Within, say, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, they began looking at outsourcing this type of work in 2006. Across federal agencies, really CMS was the pioneer. Well, just by the government's own numbers, this is a $125 billion a year problem. And across several major program areas, certainly both Medicare and Medicaid fee-for-service are areas that are high-risk programs. Tens of billions of dollars a year in improper payments that can be identified.
What is it that we can learn from what the state of Pennsylvania has done in the recovery program?
Well, particularly in their program integrity division within the Department of Public Welfare, I think they've always been very proactive in addressing this issue of improper payments. About 6 or 7 years ago, they determined that they were not able to maintain the staffing levels of a robust audit department to really be able to perform these audits themselves. And so in looking at how they could afford to expand the program to be able to address all the improper payments they knew existed out there, they took a very progressive approach, which was to outsource that work to a vendor in order to, again, fund it on a benefit-funded basis.
Clear that we're talking about two different things, that the benefits contracts are not funded by the benefits programs, correct?
Right. So Molly, for clarification, a benefit-funded contract is one that basically the contractor is paid on a contingency fee of the funds that are actually recovered and brought back into the federal government. So it's not just the identification, but actually only once the dollars are actually recovered by the federal government, and the government receives the benefit of that recovery, the contractor gets paid.
You know, we hear a lot about, and we read about the fact that where government has those programs where they actually hand out money, that it's all about sort of fraud, waste, and abuse. And we hear that, you know, the government's now collecting $10 million here or $5 million there. Is it really about fraud, waste, and abuse? Because I always hear you talk about improper payments.
Well, it's a good question. And really, improper payments is part of an overall program integrity, program compliance program that agencies should employ as a best practice, which starts with really good policies, ensuring that the policies that you have in place incent the right behavior to begin with, and then education about those policies, and then identifying improper payments, those that you can on the front end, to prevent payout of improper payments before they go out the door. And then recovery audit is about identifying those improper payments that fall short of fraud and really are in the waste and abuse side of the equation. And these could be from honest data entry errors, from misunderstanding of the program rules or requirements, or just a lack of internal controls in how those payments are made.
With that, let me thank Rob for being here and sharing his experience with improper payments in the government sector. If you'd like to learn more about the CGI initiatives tackling the budget series, please see our website.